I got catfished once. More than once.
Ooh, do tell. What's the worst one? We're all on our edge of our seats.
You know, back in the day, there was no digital cameras when we first started meeting people on the internet. People would describe how they look. Impossible. You can't describe the curvature of a nose or the shape of somebody's eyes or their teeth or their smile. People are notorious at doing a poor job of describing themselves with words, how they actually physically look. It's impossible to do. You can give height, weight, hair color, eye color, basic stats, but you can't describe how somebody looks. Imagine meeting somebody who you have no idea what they look like. And when you meet them in person, you know how you would describe yourself? You would describe yourself, oh, you can find me because I'll be wearing a red shirt. Or you would describe your clothing. I had this lady, I met her at this bar called Howard's on County Line Road. This was in the 90s. She told me she was Italian. I was like, hey. And she described herself as a curvaceous Italian woman. Now, Italians are white. Now, some Italians may not think so. So when she described how she looked, I was like, cool. She lived in Mequon. I was in undergrad. I was living with my parents at the time, my last year of undergrad. And so Howard's was very close to where she lived and very close to where I lived. Plus, I knew the people that owned and worked at Howard's. Real safe space for me to meet an internet stranger, right? She said that she's going to be sitting at the bar. So if she got there before me, she's going to be sitting at the bar. I think she told me what she was wearing. I walked in and there was someone sitting in the seat she said she was going to be sitting in, wearing what she said she was going to be wearing. Now, I remember she told me that she was Italian. Xavier, this girl was blacker than Shaka Zulu. I said, wait, hang on. Wait a minute. You got to make this reasonable now. You can't say you're Italian and you blacker than me.
There's black people in Italy.
She wasn't. She was from 27 Fond du Lac. No. Incorrect. So I got catfished before. And I'm looking at her, and she looked at me. She just kind of shrugged her shoulders. I was like, yeah, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, might as well.
Was she at least attractive?
No, not really. Not. I just couldn't get over the fact. I'm like, of all the things you could have selected, you were. Why Italian? You know what I mean?